What it do? It's your favorite Texas boy, and we're back with another video. All right, so today, this is gonna be another conversation in our cost of living in Puerto Rico installment. As you can see, I'm gonna break it down in different sections, talking about food, talking about, cost of living as far as apartments. I'm gonna deal with like cars, gas. I'm gonna break it down into little sections so you can have as much information as possible. So today we're gonna talk about kind of cost of living as far as like apartments, how you should go about it, where you should look, and just kind of give you like a first basic breakdown, all right? So first and foremost, people wonder like, oh, is it more expensive to live here? Is it cheaper to live here as opposed to somewhere on the mainland? That's always gonna vary, because it's gonna vary from somebody who's living in California as opposed to somebody who's coming from Texas, as like myself, or somebody coming from New York as opposed to somebody that might be coming from Atlanta, Georgia. So that's always gonna vary. So, but I'm gonna say, in my experience, the prices are a little better down here depending on where you stay. But overall, I think it's overall probably gonna be cheaper than what you pay on the mainland as far as like the United States. Like for example, I've seen some nice, condos on the beach, waterfront view. You can see the sand. You pretty high up in the floors, and it'll be like 3,500 or 3,000. Whereas like that same apartment in the middle of Dallas, if you had to try to get a high rise in Dallas, it might run you maybe 45 to $5,000 for that same apartment, maybe a little bit more. It all depends. Actually now at this point, it will most likely probably be more towards 6,000 to 7,000. So also you can come out here, let's say you want a house out here, let's say, and I'm talking about the San Juan area. Let me say right now, I'm speaking about the San Juan area. Again, this is the tourist area. This is where you're gonna see most of like the tourist style of things. As you can see, it's kind of even got like almost like a Miami or Hawaii feel. Behind us right now, I'm in a La Concha resort. This is one of the main resorts on the strip, on the Ashford Strip. It kind of reminds you of Ocean Avenue in Puerto Rico. They got theirs, it's called Ashford Avenue. So the La Concha Hotel or resort out here is a very popular resort out here that a lot of people come to. But yeah, this is the area where you're gonna kind of get like the higher price things. They call this the suburbs, I guess you could say, the San Juan area. That could be a different perspective, how you want to look at it. But there are a lot of condos on the beach out here in the San Juan, Miramar area. So yeah, 3,500, 3,000, you can get you a condo. But you can also find some nice 2-bedroom, 2 baths for 1,200 by the beach as well. They're not gonna be high rises or nothing. You can find little regular apartments. They're real nice. Make sure they come with generators, air conditioning, all that good stuff, Wi-Fi. You can get 1,100, 1,200, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and there's some decent apartments. They're not like dilapidated or anything like that. You can go to a website called Classificados. The best place to go look at these places, classificados.com. It's gonna be in Spanish. You need to translate it to English. And type in San Juan, and that'll give you an idea of the apartment prices, 1,200, 1,500. Because I know back in Dallas, these same apartments gonna run you 2,200, 2,300, just anywhere in the city right now. So you can get a little better price like that, and you are close to the beach. You might not be on the beach, but you'll be within the beach area. Oops, sorry. You'll be within the beach area where you can walk to the beach and be there in minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. So I would say apartments, 1,200. We're talking the San Juan area. Apartments, 1,200, 1,100, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1,500. Sometimes you'll pay $2,000 if it's like super, super nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would expect to look if you're gonna stay around this beach area in San Juan. Now, you can go deeper into the island If you go deeper into the island, it can actually get cheaper. You can get 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom houses in some decent, nice areas for like $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month. Make sure you got all your amenities. Make sure you got generator, AC system. Make sure the water system is intact, because it's a little different down here in Puerto Rico with the water system and how they got it set up. So you just want to make sure you ask about that when you find somewhere that you want to stay. But pricing wise, the cost of living, you looking at a little better pricing in the mainland, a lot better pricing if you're talking about New York, Los Angeles, coming from places like that. It's even cheaper than Miami. Miami is a little pricey, so coming from Miami, you definitely gonna have a better pricing as well. So I would say going in deeper into the island. So now you're talking about if you want to go west. Like if you want to go west, you got Isabela, you got Aguadilla. You want to go a little more south, they got Ponce down at the bottom of the island. Different places like that. Rincon. You got a lot of rainforest areas where things are a little bit more spread out. So it's not more city-like, it's more like long roads, pastures. Not gonna be as many restaurants, buildings, and cities as you go deeper in the island. So that's when you can start to find better pricing for the housing. You can get like a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, maybe $1,200, $1,100, and it'll be a house. Driveways, green pastures, all that good stuff. So, and their housing, I was like, I'm gonna start doing housing tours to kind of like start showing y'all the type of properties that you can get out here and the pricing. You can also, I know I mentioned you can look at classificados.com and look up Puerto Rico, San Juan, or any city you might be interested in, depending on how far, how close you want to stay from the beach. Classificados.com. And then also a good place to go, believe it or not, is the Facebook groups for Puerto Rico housing and sublets. Look up Puerto Rico housing and sublets, and you will find groups that have like great advertisements, are usually pretty solid, no scams, because that's one thing you got to look for. On Zillow, don't look on Zillow. Zillow gonna be a waste of time. It's not, you're not gonna get a lot out of that. So Zillow, there's a lot of scamming going on there. So I think the best place you can go, classificados.com, and the Puerto Rican sublets group on Facebook. And then also once you move out here, if you get into the WhatsApp community, there are a lot of WhatsApp community out here that deal with housing. That's a big thing out here. I wasn't big on WhatsApp, but I had to start getting into it as I moved out here, because that's all they use for everything out here. So they'll have housing communities in the chats that'll be constantly showing different properties showing. So, and then you can also go yourself and find a condo along the beach that you like if you want to look that up. Again, they got condos. The whole island is a beach if you think about it. So it's going to be condos along the beach, and they're going to run roughly, depending on how nice or not, roughly $3,500. If you're on the top floors, then of course you're talking like $7,000, $8,000 a month, right on the beach, of course. But you can get it right middle size in the middle of the tower, looking out over the beach, $3,500, $3,000. Regular apartment, $1,200, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom if you want it, maybe 15, depending on where you at. But they're reasonably priced, but it's gonna be cheaper. It is gonna be cheaper than on the mainland for sure, in my opinion, from what I've ran into. Deeper into the island, even cheaper. I've seen some for under $1,000 now. They may not be the best, but it's still a house. It's still a good house. You can make a house a home. Might be for $700, $800 a month. 2-bedroom, bathroom maybe, something like that. So yeah, but overall, the biggest question I always have is the cost of living cheaper down here when it comes to the housing? Yes, it is, in my opinion. And you still go through the same processes, go through a realtor, go through the apartment, lease an office. All of it's the same. The processes are the same, so you don't have to feel like you're out of place. And most of the people speak English, Deeper in the island, they probably gonna be more Spanish, but then realtors do speak English, so there may be a small barrier, it all depends, but for the most part, everybody speaks English, especially on the San Juan side. I can speak mostly for that side, on the side that I be on usually. Everybody speaks English, so you won't have a problem getting you a place. But yeah, so high rises, condos, 33 grand, 3,500, can see the beach, all that. Look out the window, see the water. Regular apartments within the beach area, 1,100, 1,200, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. Just make sure you got all your amenities in there. Deeper into the island, 11 to 100 for a house. 2 bed, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, nice areas. Decent homes, and then you, of course, if you want to go up more luxury, the price will go up a little bit. But overall, you will come off cheaper. And then depending on what you do, there are tax benefits as well, depending on what you do. So that's another thing that factors in. And then also, I think a big thing that factors into the cost of living too is lifestyle. And I'm going to make a different video about that as well. So yeah. So I hope I provided you with the information, kind of roundabout information that you needed about as far as the cost of living in Puerto Rico. Is it cheaper? Is it more cost effective to live down here? Hopefully I've answered those questions for you in a basic sense. Of course, you got to get more into detail for your own experience if you actually think about moving down here. But for the most part, I wanted to give you like a basic construct of, you know, what it's like to move down here, costs, stuff like that. And then I'll also make another video about like stuff you should think about transferring, stuff you should think about leaving behind and getting down here, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna do a series of this, so I'll have more than enough information for all you. All right, so appreciate the support as always. All right, so we'll be back with more videos, but this was another cost of living installment. Peace.